And I know you've heard the chorus. Some in your party have said we should have never elected a first-term senator. Then here you are 6 years later, a first-term senator. Right. Do you expect them to change their tune?
Well, there's a difference between Barack Obama and I think our histories are much different. I've served in local government. I've served at state government for 9 years in the third largest state in the country. I was the Speaker of the Florida House, all that before I even got to Washington 4.5 years ago. By the time I swore in as president in 2017, I'll have served a full term in the Senate, including extensive work on the Foreign Relations Committee, on the Select Intelligence Committee. So there are some significant differences in terms of experience and background between where I am today and where then Senator Obama was when he was elected.
Oh my gosh, they tried to do the same thing to Ted Cruz. My goodness. Joining us now is Roger Simon, co-founder of PJ Media. And Roger, welcome. We have a very exciting announcement about something you're going to be undertaking for PJ in a second. But, you know, it just galls me. They sit there with a straight face and try to compare a community organizer, you know, sitting in the Senate for a couple of years with Marco Rubio, who just gave his qualifications, with Ted Cruz, who was doing all kinds of things. He was the Solicitor General of the state of Texas, for crying out loud, and a master debater. And they try to, because they both were freshmen in the Senate, all of a sudden they're all the same.
Well, you know, it's all baloney anyway, because it's about their policies. And you know, Rubio and Cruz have policies that are diametrically different from Obama. So, you know, I agree with you totally that these guys have real experience. But it's what they're, you know, so do a lot of people have real experience. I care about their policies. You know, I know what the policies of Obama are, and I actually had a good idea what they were before he even started, heaven help us.
Yes.
But I proved to be right. I'm no Nostradamus, but I was right on this one.
Well, not to you know, slight you in any way, shape, or form. I was with you. I knew, and neither one of us had to be a genius. The whole media had to know. It was there for them to see, whether it was Reverend Wright, whether it was his associations with the people he associated with, whether it was his upbringing, and I'm talking about political upbringing, all of it. You know, and this is no, or his campaign promises. I'm going to fundamentally change America, and even death panels. He at that town hall.
Well, that was the one he didn't lie about. I mean, he lied about health care, but he didn't lie about fundamentally changing America.
Absolutely. All right. So, what do you where do you stand? What do you think of Rubio's speech, and how does he rate with Paul's announcement and Cruz's announcement in your view?
Well, I mean, look. One of the things you talked about what I'm going to be announcing, which is my diary.
All right, let's talk about it. You're going to be doing a diary of a mad voter.
Right, like this. I mean, because look, the truth of the matter is we have an embarrassment of riches on the Republican side, but we got to figure out who to support. And I think a lot of us are going to be changing our minds, maybe over the how much 19 months. I mean, there's a lot of time here. But the other thing is that really, if you're asking my opinion of how these three guys fared at the outset, I'd have to give, you know, an A to Rubio, an A- to Cruz, and a B- to Rand.
Wow.
That's why that's if I were, you know, schoolmaster. But this will change.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Now, what about Hillary? On the other side, we're learning from the Daily Mail that Hillary's coffee stop was a staged event with staged people. This is according to one of the people who was driven there, who was vetted.
Moon Unit Japper had that famous line back in, what was it, the 80s? Gag me with a spoon. That's one of the greatest lines of all time.
I mean, but Roger, what about her is real?
What about what?
What about Hillary is real?
Let's see, her pantsuits.
Is that gonna be part of the diary of a mad voter?
Yes, all this stuff. Also, her house in Chappaqua is real. I mean, I wouldn't mind having that place, but I'm a tennis fanatic, and I think it's got a tennis court.
And by the way, at least when I was at WOR, so this is at least pre-2011, it was the whitest county or place in New York State. The whitest, demographically.
Oh, of course. I mean, the whole thing is hypocrisy. She has written a new level to hypocrisy.
Absolutely. Roger, we're gonna. When are you starting the column? Quickly.
I don't know.
All right, we'll have you back before then anyway. Roger Simon, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta go. We'll have you back soon. All right, folks.
Bye.
Take care. All right, first, before we get to this hour's American Moment, folks, we're bringing back, as you know, the call-in segment here on the Steve Malzberg Show, where you could participate, viewer calls. So if you want to weigh in on a topic of the day, on the show, how much you love me, how much you hate me, whatever, here's what you do. You need to reach out to us now, in advance. Email us at callsteve@newsmax.com. Callsteve@newsmax.com. We'll get in touch with you, tell us how we could do that, and we'll be in touch because we want to hear from you.